The same way the right necklace or bracelet can pull an outfit together, the right lighting adds the finishing touch to a beautiful room. But with so many options, how do you know what to choose?
Well, Charlotte interior designer Traci Zeller will share her tricks of the trade so you can make the right choice in your own home. How you doing today, Traci?
I'm great. Thanks
Good.
so much for having me.
I love this segment because we've been choosing lighting for our home and I'm kind of stuck and I don't know where to go. And a lot of people have that problem.
A lot of people have that problem, and lighting really is the jewelry of a space. It brings so much and can pull it together. And so many homes, especially newly constructed ones, come with what I call builder basic fixtures. So there's nothing wrong with them, but they're the same thing that you see in every big box home improvement store, and there's nothing special about them. It doesn't bring any of your personality to the room, and it doesn't relate to your decor.
You know, when you think about bringing lighting fixtures, I always think about the price and does it fit my budget? So tell me, what type of price point are we talking about?
Well, the good news is that you can find fantastic light fixtures in all sorts of price points. I brought some images for you to see that have a great fixture. It's from IKEA. It's called the Maskros. Its small size is $59.99, and the large size, which is 32 inches in diameter, so it's almost 3 feet, is $89.99.
Wow.
So that's just a great example of, if you look at your options out there, there are wonderful options for the price.
You can find great stuff at good prices.
You really can.
Yeah.
You can, and lighting is a great way to get a lot of bang for your buck. And if you are willing to invest, it's also a good place to do it because it's out of reach of those sticky hands.
Yes.
And it doesn't get the wear and tear that walls and upholstery does.
That's a very good point. So go ahead and spend a little bit there. I hope my husband's listening to this. Okay, so for many of us, choosing the right size light fixture for a room is difficult. Can you give us some rules of thumb when it comes to that, like how high off the table it should be, how big it should be for the space?
There are 3 main factors to consider, Colleen, and it's so much easier than people think.
Okay.
The first thing is the size of the room. And the easy rule of thumb is you add the length and the width of the room in feet, and then you take that same number, and in inches, that's about the diameter of the chandelier you're looking for. So if the room is 12 feet long by 14 feet wide, 12 plus 14 is 26.
We need 26 inches?
About 26 inches in diameter. So
that's so easy.
that's your guideline.
That's
It is
helpful.
so easy. It's the same thing with the size of a table. If it's going to hang over a table, it should be about 1/2 to 2/3 the width of the table so that you don't reach across the table and bonk your head. This example is a great large dining table, and that let us go a little bit bigger with the fixture. You can also, this fixture is actually made of concrete, but it doesn't look as heavy as you might think it is. And when you have lighter fixtures, you can go on the larger side of that spectrum, and heavier, very visually bulky fixtures, you might want to stick closer to the half the width of the table.
Okay, that makes sense. What about if you have low ceilings or the ceiling height? How does that help you determine what size or where you should be hanging it?
I think that makes people scared because they think, I have 8-foot ceilings, there's nothing I can do to add style. Well, no, you can't have a large hanging chandelier, but there are lots of things that you can do. If it's over a dining table, you need about 30 to 36 inches of clearance. But if you're walking underneath it, you need at least 6.5. But I tell everyone that 7 feet feels better. I brought an image. You can see it here. It is an 8-foot ceiling, and this is a flush mount fixture. There are so many fixtures that sit close to the ceiling, the flush mounts and the semi-flush mounts, that add a lot of personality. We replaced the standard dome fixture with this beautiful scalloped shade, and the contrast trimming draws attention to the shape, and you don't even pay attention to the fact that the ceilings aren't extraordinarily high.
See, it's great. A great way to incorporate style, and that works perfectly. What if you can't or don't want to change your light fixture?
Well, there are plenty of people in that situation. Maybe you rent your house and the lease prohibits it. But don't be discouraged because there's still so much you can do. The first thing is just these little round light bulbs. Most people are used to the candelabra bulbs, but if we take a look at the picture of what is actually my own dining room, you can see that I replaced the traditional, looks like it was a candle flame bulb, with this round bulb, and it makes it a lot younger and more modern, and adds a simple update to a traditional fixture.
So cool, right?
That's nice and hip right there. That's really nice. Did I say hip?
You did?
Well, it's not what you expect.
Yeah, it's not what you expect, yeah.
Glass chandelier. Same thing with lampshades. Chandeliers often have shades. There are so many different versions of that, from silk to seagrass. They clip onto the bulb and give you a different feel, even if you can't change the fixture.
This So
That's why you're
cool.
Traci Zeller. That's why you do your
Isn't she
thing.
good?
You
She's
do
really good.
really good at what you
Go
do.
to TraciZeller.com. That's TRACI, TraciZeller.com for more information. Traci, nicely done. Thank you.
Indeed.
Thank you
very
so
much.
much.